Hey students, today we're going to try to go through slideshow basics in 5 minutes or less. So today the focus is going to be on Google Slides for our first project of the year. So to access Google Slides, you can click your waffle at any time and then select Slides, just like you would anything else in the Google Suite. And to create a new presentation, as you might guess, just like with Docs or with Sheets, you're going to click on the blank button. You can choose from a variety of templates once you do, but it's okay if you just click on a blank slideshow because you can alter your templates as well as your themes from there. I'm going to click on a presentation that I created for yearbook and broadcasting. All right, so for my yearbook and my broadcasting classes, I had created this intro to photography template for my students. And I think this will be a good template to kind of go through some of the slideshow basics on Google Slides. To create a new slide, you're going to follow my mouse here and click this plus button. This plus button creates a new slide at any time. But if you click on it and you're like, oh, I don't really like that template, at any time you can just click on your slide and click delete on your keyboard and it deletes your slide. So let's pretend like you want a different slide. If you go to the arrow right beside the plus button, that lets you create a slide with a different layout. And you can choose from all of the different layouts here if you're wanting a title slide, a slide that can include pictures, as well as a slide if you're needing to make a bulleted list. So I'm going to create this slide right here. Now let's pretend like I get a creative title here, so I'm going to type creative title, and let's pretend like I really do need to make a bulleted list. So to make a bulleted list, you can go Insert, and once you, there's an easier way to do it. Once you click on that, you can go up to your sub menu here. For me, I'm going to click these three dots, and I'm going to click on bulleted list. And it automatically creates a list for me. So I'm going to do creative. If I click enter, you'll notice that it automatically creates a new bullet point. I think bullets can really help organize a slideshow and make a slideshow that looks incredibly organized. And you'll notice that in the menu up here that I use, it's just like Google Docs, where if you click, you can alter your font over here, your font size, as well as change colors to your font if you want to. The thing that I'll caution is, honestly, my students lose the most points by picking font colors that are unreadable compared to the backgrounds that they pick for their slides. So make sure you're being careful if you do alter your font color and select a font color that's something that your teachers can read. Your text color can be altered if you go up to the A button right here. Something that you can do, you can also highlight your text. So if you want to make sure that your text is readable, you can go up to the highlight color and pick a highlight color that can make your text stand out. Now, as you see, I can't read that. But if you make any mistakes at any time, just like with anything else, go to your keyboard and click Control-Z, and that undoes any issue that could be created here. Another thing with slides, I always ask that my students create transitions. Now you'll see right here, I use a variety of pictures and use a template that I found on Slides Go. That can be, if you go to Slides Go, that website, you can find some amazing templates for your Google Slides. And I want to create a transition from this. So one way to create transitions is if you click on the More button, you can click on Transition and pick a variety of transitions from this menu that comes up. And if you find a transition you like at any time, you can click Apply to All Slides, and that will apply your transition to every single slide. You can also add animations to your pictures. This is a transition that works so if you load a slide, maybe not all of your pictures are loaded, but if you click on your picture, click the three dots, click Animate, you can then pick one of your pictures to load after your slide loads if you're wanting to add kind of a transition to your pictures. Last thing, so once we get through, I'm going to delete this unnecessary slide right here. Remember, if you click on the slide and click delete, it'll delete. To add something, so if you're wanting to add a picture or a video, to do that, you're going to go to Insert. You're going to go to Image. And since my picture's on my computer, I'm going to click Upload from Computer. If you find a picture on the web, make sure you're able to cite it. More instructions on that can be found on my photo editing guide on slideshows. So I'm going to click on Upload from Computer, And I'm gonna pick this picture because this picture was from when I was able to go to a cave in Kenya with some of my closest friends. But what I love about this picture is that you can see hundreds of bats, if not thousands of bats in this picture. But you know, their eyes don't really show up all that well. And so one thing that I can do is if I two-finger click the picture, I can go to Format Options, and I get a lot of different options for how I want to format this picture. I'm going to go to Adjustments, and what I'm going to do is bring up the brightness just a little bit. And when I bring up the brightness, look at the eyes of all those bats. If you're looking for more photo editing tips, be sure to check out my other video. But students, I think this covers all of the basics that I can offer. Just make sure you remember to title your slideshow too. That helps with organization and helps your organizations with your teachers. All right, students, that's all I got. Best of luck creating your slideshows.